Hello, K.Jolie Crochet Basics Preview Vlog. So number 74, going strong. I'm glad I'm checking in and doing all the things and stuff like that. So, where I'm at. I didn't know that a lot of people had Thursday and Friday off this week. So, which kind of threw me for a loop. Like the school kids and then like, people that work, regular working people and stuff like that also had yesterday and today off too, which kind of threw off my week as far as like, my running around and stuff like that and the time that I have to get things done. So anyway, this I already started doing the video for and reworking the pieces and stuff like that. And like one thing with it, is that like with my patterns and stuff like that, and I'm sure I've said this before, is that I don't have anyone to test my patterns for me. So when I do the patterns, especially if they're for sale and stuff, I am very like vigilant. Like I remake the pieces like 2-3 times and stuff like that, just to make sure that they're, everything is correct and it's the proper stitch count and sizing and all the things, And I don't do collaborations either. If people have asked me to do collaborations, there's only the only collaborations I've ever done really is with my sister, who's a doll artist, and sometimes I'll make like a full ensemble, a full outfit with, whatever, purse and things and stuff like that. But that's, for my sister, that's for her, and she could sell it, whatever, it doesn't matter to me. I more or less make it for her to sell with her painted dolls and stuff like that. But as far as that, like, I don't have anyone that can work my patterns, that I know personally that, will, I always like, I'm a straight shooter, so I like when people are straight shooters, with me, as in give it to me straight, don't sugarcoat it, whatever. Even if it's harsh, okay, I'll accept the critique. As long as it's coming from somebody, somebody I respect. If I don't respect you, then you can shove your critique where the sun doesn't shine. You know what I mean? Like that's just how I feel about it. And so, I wish I did have somebody to work up my patterns and help me and double check and, whatever, and make sure things, are proper, and I didn't miss anything. But I don't, and that's life at this time. I don't have anyone to do it. So that's why, like, a lot of times, like, I think I get very happy when people do come back, where if they bought a pattern from me or they worked a pattern online on the YouTube, and they come back and leave me a feedback, or a rating or whatever, and tell me like, oh, you missed this, or no, it worked out fine, it was perfect, I was able to work it up and know, whatever, because again, I don't have anyone to double check my work, so I have to double, triple, quadruple check, what I'm putting out there, because I don't want to put junk out there. I take pride in the things that I put up there, the things that, especially the things I put up on the internet and stuff like that, and the work that I do with the crochet and everything. It is important for me to put the time in and have it be proper and stuff like that, Whew, okay, I guess the caffeine's kicking in. But anyway, so that's where I'm at. I'm already working this one up on the video and stuff like that. So I'm hoping I have a feeling it's going to be a 2-parter. But I'm hoping I can make it a 1-parter. It's just when I make them, even when I'm reading off the pattern and stuff like that, a lot of times, like, I'm giving you tips and stuff like that, and pep talks and tips and things that I've learned along the way and stuff like that. So like, I don't like to cut too much of that out, so that people do feel inspired and feel like that it is going to work out, because I want it to work out. Of course, if you're working one of my patterns, I want you to be able to work it out. And I guess that's where I'm at. I think I'm getting a little hangry here because it's past 1 and I'm quite hungry here. But I guess that's where I'm going with this one. It's Good Friday. Easter's on Sunday. Pretty excited. Passover is underway and all that kind of thing. So, and spring is like, coming. So it's like on its way. It's a beautiful day and all that good stuff. So with that, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. As always, happy hooking because it keeps you off the streets and it keeps you out of trouble. And I'll be back real soon with my next video, vlog, and patterns and stuff like that. And keep an eye out. This video will be up and the pattern will be out. And I'll definitely have way more going on right after now. Right after spring break and stuff, Easter break or whatever it is. I'll definitely have way more patterns coming for this spring and the summertime. Alright, so with that I'm going to say take care. Have a great weekend. Ciao. K.Jolie. Crochet Basics Preview Vlog number 74. Bye. Ciao.